Welcome back to Refrain Chord. So let's continue with the rest of the character episodes. Ethel Monster Tamer.
Hopefully more of the
goody.
better ones and nothing like that fairy game one.
Oh, well, come to think of it, isn't it about time?
Time for what? Oh, is it the couple points day down at the drugstore? What?
Oh, can't miss that. I can say with 99% certainty that it is not. Don't you all know? It's almost time for the annual race at the Dashuharo Plains.
The annual
So
race
definitely,
at the Dazuhiro Plains. Ah, yes, I know it well. You mean the monster sled race. The Dazuhiro Plains is just a field of nothing but monsters in it. How does it have festivities in it?
Well, with all that's been going on lately, I'd completely forgotten about it.
It's like the... whatever. What kind of race is it?
As the name suggests, it's a race where monsters pull sleds to see who can get to the destination first.
Monster sledding? That sounds pretty wild. So monsters somehow have the intelligence to use sleds?
No.
It's more
I
like
think
you
the
taming
idea is
monsters
like, well,
to be used like dog sleds, the equivalent.
Oh.
And
Pretty
it's not
much
just a
like-
normal race, but a special race to see
Who's the fastest? Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing!
Not really. Yeah, I move Ethel on this one. What'd you get if you win? I hope the prize is tasty.
Is it a fury? Please tell me it's a fury.
A year's supply of jelly. Oh, fancy. Can't say it's a prize I would have picked, but it's not bad.
I mean, there's always room for Jello.
It was delicious. I want to participate again this year and win more jelly. I assume you'll need a monster to pull your sled if you want to compete. You don't seem to have one at the ready.
So let's go battle one.
I guess.
Yeah, I'll have to get one soon.
If we can get a monster now, it should be ready to pull the sled just in time for race day.
I can do it. Call me Ethel, the Monster Tamer.
Hey, that's the title of a skit.
I have never heard such a title before.
Don't give yourself too many gimmicks, okay? It gets weird when people can't tell what your thing is supposed to be.
I wish these writers took their own advice. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. It might not even happen. Catching a good monster can all come down to luck. I've got to do my best.
Well, just cook it the right food and pray that it becomes your friend.
On one hand, monster. On the other hand, jelly. Jelly wins! Hey Ethel, I'm gonna help you catch a racing monster. Oh my god. Okay, I want to actually bring up something, by the way. Just like Advent Dark Force, this game doesn't credit, well, actually, never mind. For this one, it's justified. But the localization team is not credited, just like in Advent Dark Force. And I recently finished OG PS3 Neptunia, and guess what? The English VAs and English localization team are also not credited on that. They say NIS America, but the individual people themselves are not credited. And especially egregious to me is the fact that the English VAs are not credited, because the best thing about Neptunia OG is the voice acting to me. I love Melissa Fawn as Neptune, and the fact that she's not...
remember, Pedro, it happened the same also for Time and Eternity, which
Yeah.
for the West was, at least for America, was actually localized by NIS America. Again, sometimes
that is
it's
true,
actually-
too. But Advent Dark Force was published by Idea Factory International, and that one also has that problem. So is this...
like I said, in general, a lot of minor Japanese, localized games, when we're not part of big companies, I mean, really big companies like Capcom or Namco Bandai, tends to have potentially this problem.
I guess.
Which, yeah, not cool.
Again,
Yes, game.
the fact that we lack information means we don't even know how much of this is the development team being, assholes, and how many of the voice actors themselves don't want to be credited or something. But the weird thing is that normally, under most circumstances,
There
they
you
would
go,
use a pseudonym. So Me thinks it's more of a former.
Notice how I was still able to bring up an off-topic bit before that skit was even over. Jeez.
I mean, I'm not
What is
really
this?
bugged by the skit's length because it
It
just
was
seemed
the
like they
worst
were
of times, it was the
That's
best
good.
of times.
Well-
Snakes of the world, huh?
Well, good
Check
for
it out, Suey.
good for you, Joey, because
Oh,
I find
goody
most of these
snake bits here.
good for you, Joey, because I find most of these
Freaks.
skits boring as shit.
I feel sorry for you in that regard. I mean, don't get me wrong, some are legit bad or pointless, like the whole making a game out of getting Ryushin to speak. Yeah,
There's all kinds of
that was
things
legit
here.
nothing.
Yeah, it's just
Typhons,
sorry.
rattlesnakes, cobras, anacondas, Ouroboros. Wait, that last one's not real.
Ouroboros.
yeah. I just
Well,
that whole monster tamer thing just now, like I just find it completely boring and uninteresting to me. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm
Alex.
Snakes are
fine
so
with it.
cool, nice and lean, no frills, no nonsense. Looking at all these, my legs seem like they're ugly for decor.
What?
Anyway, I'm fine with some of these skits. Like I mentioned, a lot of these skits, arguably, I'd say do work. Some go on a bit longer than they need to be, but for the most part, it's them doing flavor text
Also,
between the characters. nothing unheard
that
of.
last line, beady eyes. Snakes do not have beady eyes. They have like a straight line for their
What's up,
irises.
Suey? You look uncomfortable. Something wrong?
Like, who translated that bit?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider beady eyes. And besides,
Not like the ones
You
of
like
later.
you're being watched this whole entire time?
Yes.
A beady is a small sphere, Joe.
again, though, how you determine beady eyes is a thing. Also, that might have been a thing from the original Japanese script, too.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not one
cute.
to pretend like the Japanese script is always going to be perfect in that regard.
Classic Sui always knows when somebody's Is it?
I guess.
I guess.
Anyone would notice someone blatantly staring at them.
I guess. But you didn't.
I would have if you were staring at me, but you were staring at Suey, so I didn't.
This is certainly a conversation
want,
that's
anyway?
happening.
Yeah,
Got something
definitely.
to say? Say it.
Yes, please
Yeah,
say
it's like
something.
I said. Now, skits like these, I do not feel. Well, okay, granted, the skit's not full, so I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll wait.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, yeah, this one. It's
Have a better music track
they're,
than
they're,
this.
they're doing a flute advertising the snake joke, basically. You can do it to make friends with snakes.
Snake charming.
Pretty sure those things aren't actually flutes, but
Huh? Why is Suey dancing all of a sudden?
Imagine he's dancing because we can animate that.
Joe is partially correct. I think they have a specific term, but in other cultures they are labeled as flutes.
When you hear the flute, your body starts moving on its own? What's going on here?
This is my hidden talent, which will not be used in any way outside of this skit.
Hey, how are you talking and blowing that flute at the same time?
that's
pretend she's doing it.
For my next trick, I'll bring out a plain, everyday jar.
Oh, so
Why were
everyone
you a
wants to be a
magician?
magician.
Sui, you want to get in the jar. You want to get in the jar. Why am I saying jar like this?
It's she's trying to hypnotize it.
No, I get that, but how does that contribute? Whatever.
Whoa, Suey's body started moving on its own again. What is this?
It's like they're simulating the hypnotizing tone people usually
Yeah.
go for when they draw
It's
words.
this is so random. How does Rinne even know how to do this? Like how does this fit with her background and backstory?
mean-
You're sucking Suey in.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is like impossible,
I mean,
but
should
it feels so random for her to know how to do this. You know.
To be fair, that seems to be like the formula for adventure skits, which, to be fair, God, I'm saying to be fair a lot, but in regards to this, like, you know, sort of one-off
Oh,
things.
hi.
aren't
Dwebs,
the worst
go ahead.
in the way, Noie.
I just died.
Great. Well, hello to you too.
That's Noie playing Tail in our Vent Dark Force commentary.
So there's my snake book. So this is where I left it.
It's also worth noting that Rinne and her brother were street kids, so learning a trick like that feels pretty reasonable
This
for
is
them.
yours?
Yes, it is mine.
Technically, it's the library. Checked it out along with a bug book. I like snakes too, just not as much as bugs.
Snakes are cool, but they're not as cool as bugs.
Your snake's got a royal air about it. I've always felt it. To think even such a regal snake could get pushed around by a flute.
That's just how good I am for some reason.
I mean, yeah, Teal has a point. Rinne and her brother were, street children at some point. That could be one of the many things she picked up. And for the sake of the skit, I'm fine with it as, something that's the subject matter of the skit. It's could be something she picked up and learned and just wanted to try
Actually,
out.
royal doesn't cut it. Sui is divine with a regal aura that says this is a strong, powerful leader. See, Sui, I told you were cool. I knew there was something special about you.
Okay, if I may...
What is this skit?
If I may, I don't mind that Sui is a snake, but if you wanted to go for Regal, wouldn't it have made sense for to go for something like, I don't know, a King Cobra?
Twitch.
Plays Pokemon.
You made a
that's it.
You made a Twitch plays for ref joke in the original run, Jova.
I know he's scared. That sounds
Oh,
fun.
really? I did.
Yes, you did.
Also free.
There was someone twitching, and you said, I see it now, guys. Twitch plays for ref.
The weather is beautiful. Good weather to fly in.
Oh no.
Oh, flies. You're free to fly all over the place.
Over on shit.
Okay, you know what? Noie is my Pippin.
What adventurous things did you do in your previous life to earn this? How do I become a bug?
I so don't give a shit about his gimmick. I do not.
On shit, I don't know.
I do not. Look, this gimmick is. I find this gimmick stupid. Sorry.
Where are you flying to, little fly?
It's interesting because you've been his best contender for this game. Granted, admittedly, you've seen his whole contribution to the story, so you probably know where this goes ultimately.
Sure. I don't mind where they go with this in this particular game, but I still don't care for the idea in general. I just find it.
I will say, now that I know why he wanted to be an insect, which, yeah, weirdly enough, that really never got that clarified in his original games, but
gee, it's like Noie was an afterthought in Advent Dark Force or something, Jova.
I get the idea they wanted to just create a new character to be your party member rather than just, recycling Mariana.
By all means, he looked cool, had a cool weapon. Problem was the personality and the writing for him.
I mean, his Steve Blumish voice in the English localization was good too.
Also, I don't think that I never got the chest belt. So, are we supposed to hold the weapon holster or something inside the jacket?
I think those are ammo belts, potentially.
They don't look bandoliers, but whatever.
Glad to hear that. I'll give you 3 seconds to answer.
Well, this was.
How you doing, man?
Well, this was his.
Stop writing this.
Well, to be fair.
1, you're dead.
Well, to be fair, this was also his gimmick in the Advent Dark Force.
Yeah. No, wait! I heard it from him, okay?
Huh? Don't drag me into this. You made your bed, now I know.
From him?
I can't believe Fang died of Dragma.
Yeah.
How dare you betray me, Galdo?
8-2, Galdo.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
What are friends for? What am I supposed to do? Die?
How about not being an idiot?
Prepare to die.
Wait. You do that and you'll never be reborn as a bug. That's a good point, actually.
Yes, the karma.
Plus, think about all the luck you had to bag a lady like that. You're probably skipping straight to heaven.
Huh?
Yeah, you can't come back as a bug if you skip the line and head to heaven.
That's a problem.
Yeah, Noie is very easy to manipulate, as you can see.
Thinking rationally, you can only become a bug if you tell us about that chick, eh?
Why tell you about her? Become a bug?
Yes.
Hey, no, I want you to do my dishes for me. If you do that, you can become a bug.
Fine.
Sure, isn't that right, Fang?
It's like I'll mention later.
Yeah, and like, if you don't tell us, maybe you'll be a bug that gets stuck to flypaper. That'll happen for sure.
It's like that gag when it came to the
I have no
Flashpoint
idea what you're
comic.
saying, but fine. I get to be a bug, I'll tell you.
Too easy.
What was that?
There you go. There you go. Nothing.
Like,
Nothing. So where to begin?
Like I said, you need to stop writing for this game.
So
Spill a dirty story about that dirty dame you dated.
so Tail was the one writing for the Avatar Force, and Dwebs is the one writing for this one. Eh, you Oran dog.
Never in my life have I seen a pair
Speaking of,
look so deviant.
Speaking of that, Tail, in our Advent Dark Force run, you made the offer that Compile Hearts should hire you, and that you're perfectly willing to write their shitty games. Does that offer still stand to this day?
I mean, I suppose. But I guess I can elaborate that for the final thoughts. I know we're technically just a bit over the halfway point, so it's gonna still be a long way there, but be patient.
Manners? No way! We just want to hear some dirty stories!
Well, he's honest, I'll give him that.
Need you be so vulgar about it? A good-looking guy like you just doesn't understand what it's like for guys like us.
Galdo, not for nothing, you're not ugly.
tell you whatever you want, as long as I can be a bug.
Sherman is like, where did I got myself into?
Again with the self-deprecation. Listen well, you two. First of all...
Nobody's listening. If I just blew my chance to become a bug, I'll kill these guys.
This conversation makes me feel drunk. I just...
Circle
I
around
did?
Do you want some of my old roses?
and it ends like this.
And it just ends.
It was one of the
Unexpected
funniest
silence.
hits, I guess, but
Something smells like flowers.
that makes you feel like a bee, doesn't it?
What do you think of this outstanding floral bouquet? It's from the Fang Special Romantic Collection. Because now I make flower...
What's so special about it? It's just a bunch of random flowers.
You can't pin Fang style down in a box.
That is a nice way of saying he has no style. It's certainly bold. I don't think I could imitate it if I tried. Oh
Yeah, he
no!
calls this one bold and brash.
Oh no, I'm stuck in...
Mike belongs in the trash.
Right? These are some real man flowers. Oh no, I'm stuck in this pose again. Someone help!
Somebody get Flora unstuck before she breaks her wrist.
She has arthritis on her wrist.
I don't think I care for that expression.
It's truly amazing how you managed to ruin even the most beautiful flowers, Sang. You may as well throw them in the gutter.
Wow, it really does belong in the trash.
Oh, come on. There's so many flowers here. Why shouldn't I have a little fun with them?
And then Tiara secretly jumps into that gutter to
I
get
don't
the
think your
flowers.
bouquet's in bad taste. I think we've got similar sensibilities.
Oh, no!
I know your taste.
Finally, a compliment!
Harley.
No, Fang, you should not take that as a compliment. You having anything...
Harley's bouquet was pretty chaotic, too. I don't think I'd be particularly proud to share her sensibility.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with Aaron on this.
Are we having like a bouquet making contest here?
Covered in flowers. What's going
Alright, and this is where we discover... this is the beginning of Noie's character arc, believe it or not.
Ah, Noie, you're here too. Care to join us?
When you're doing what?
Recreational activities. Lola gave us some leftover flowers. We're arranging them into bouquets to sell and to adorn the inn's faces. Tiara, Fleur, and I were showing the others how it's properly done, but it seems that in the end, individuality shines through.
If I'm going to play around with flowers, I'd rather wait to do it as a bug.
Oh my god.
Like a
I'm
bee. An excellent thing to look forward to in the next life, but we could use the help now. How about making a bouquet? Okay,
Sherman investing all the points in charisma.
You know, I will give it credit. I do dig that. If there's one thing I will dig about Refrain Chord, I do like how not everything is just Fang being the one to reach out to characters. Like, Pippin reaches out to Ethel, Sherman reaches out to Noie here. I'm guessing Sherman will be the main guy with Noie's development, and every now and then, like...
And now Tiara and Aaron are
Be a little
arguing.
more supportive.
Yeah, and now Tiara and Aaron are arguing because that's funny. I guess.
My bouquet is better than yours.
Oh boy, another one of those. I'm switching back between low and high pitch.
I have to admit, I'm starting to. I don't remember much about Young and Dwarves, but I guess not even this game really broke the backtail test so far, which is interesting, I suppose.
I mean, to be fair, the girls have talked plenty more than just about, who gets
Well,
to date
that's
Fang
what I
and
mean,
whatnot.
Jova. You would expect the games to do that, but apparently they haven't done it so far. That's what I mean.
Well, when you said broke the backtail test, I thought
No,
you meant, like,
again,
failed it.
haven't.
Okay.
I don't know
So,
what these
kudos
flowers-
to the games, I guess, for that, at
Maybe
least.
the key is not to think too hard and just put them together as I see fit. Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, he really does seem like what would happen if Snake were in a comp-out hard game,
Finished.
doesn't he?
How is it?
I'm guessing that's one of these hidden
That's
talents. Huh?
really good. Very good too.
Yeah, a
Oh,
flower shop could actually sell that.
It's hard to believe this is your first time. You have a very good sense of style.
I knew I was right.
About what?
About what? You didn't say anything.
think so? I really just threw it together.
If so, then you've got quite a talent. You show an innate sense of balance between uniformity and accent flowers. Great work. Perhaps your fixation on becoming an insect has caused you to develop a keen eye for natural beauty.
I see.
And so in his ending, he becomes a flower shop owner.
There's no point in being good at making bouquets. I'd be much happier just being a bug. But it's not bad.
Ah, come on, Noe. You may have found your calling. Noe, I have no doubt that your bouquets will sell. May I ask you to continue making them?
Yeah, I guess.
Step one,
and that's how
give him
Noah
a
found the
hobby.
true power
Oh,
of friendship.
do I see a smile? Is someone happy to get a compliment?
I'm not smiling, just your imagination.
Yeah, someone smack a Fang in the back of the head before that.
Okay, like, I'll admit, it's a good step for his development, getting him to notice values in real
The
life.
Noie insect cooked for a whole skit dedicated to it. Last night, I had the insect again. Dreamed I was flying around, chased by humans.
Is that not the dream you have every night?
Just thinking about it lifts my spirits. This dream. Feeling that it's gonna happen.
Must be your birthday. Hey, Noe! What's with the dull stare? You got low blood pressure or something?
And there goes my good thoughts. I just wanna be a bug.
Are you thinking about how you want to be a bug?
He's got that I wanna be a bug look on his face again.
There's a look for that?
Apparently.
Yes.
Apparently. Fang, can you read minds? That's amazing. Also, I'm stuck on this
Nah,
again.
even I can see that.
Jesse's stuck in the hot dog
Nice
pose.
to see everyone in such high spirits this morning. I'm still sleepy.
I caught the fish this big.
Harley, your newspaper's upside down.
She has a
Cue laugh
newspaper.
track.
Oh, whoops.
Cue the laugh track.
What a story,
Oh, that
Mark.
Harley.
Look at this. There's an interesting article here about bugs.
Oh my god. Did Noe
Did you
publish
say
that?
bugs?
It's like Noise tends to bugs like Jax tends to chaos.
Ah, you got him. His favorite Pixar movie must be A Bug's Life.
According to
Probably.
the article, a new species of bug has been discovered at the Huckyanese Gorge. And it's getting a lot of attention.
And as for DreamWorks, it's either the Bee movie or
Or
Ants.
ants. Yeah.
Kind of bug.
Let's see here. It's got a butterfly's wings, a beetle's body, a bell cricket's chirp, a bee's stinger, and the face.
So it's a chimera bug.
A science,
So,
Ew, gross! Sounds nasty.
a science experiment gone wrong.
probably.
It sounds more like some sort of insectile chimera than a new species.
I don't mind beetles and whatnot, but that thing sounds pretty creepy, eh? Like, I think even Umbro would be saying, dude, you're overdoing it.
What are you talking about? It's got all the best parts of those bugs. Hey, hand over the
It
paper.
reminds me of one of my favorite gags from the Earth from Jim cartoon. Did a talking worm, a dog, and a booger just come by here? Hello,
This is
DNA.
amazing. It's incredible.
Hello,
Oh god, it's his equivalent to porn.
hello, DNA lab.
Butterfly's
Hold on, this.
graceful wings, a beetle's strong body, a cricket's elegant chirp, a bee's sharp stinger, an ant's mighty
Really? It has all.
jaws.
Really, it has all of that. Yeah. Hello, DNA lab. All those whatever you're doing in there. Cut it out.
Powerfully.
I wonder what butterfly's wings look on a beetle's body. And with the face of an ant, I can't even imagine it.
Well, at DeviantArt, you can probably commission that.
Could there be any other creature more mysterious than this? I don't think so. I can't die without seeing it for myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a quest.
Considering these days that the Guitars uses AI more than anything, I wouldn't count on that.
The guy really loves his bugs.
I get what it's like to be excited about the unknown. I'd be interested in taking a look at that book too.
All right.
I want to see it. I have to see it.
Also,
Seeing it help your
at the
karma.
very least, it makes Harley a bit more, likable, at the very least.
No, he usually has such dead eyes. I've never seen him look so interested in something before.
Just look at how sparkly his eyes are. It makes me want to help him see that bug.
If it's really that rare, I'm kind of curious too.
Well then, why don't we all go together?
You're gonna get hand cramps from, Flo. You're gonna get hand cramps by doing that gesture so much. Like,
I guess at least she somewhat changed it, although admittedly that pose looks even more uncomfortable.
yeah, like you're gonna get hand cramps at some point, woman.
Like I said, arthritis.
All right.
Only competition.
The birds are singing. Oh, just another bug.
What a pleasant sound to my
Oh my god.
You are alone in that,
Didn't
sir.
we
I
already
hate
had that
buzzing
scene,
in my ears.
All right, this is
This is voiced. Dear Lord, I'm so tired of this bug thing.
Well, I can barely hear what he's saying.
Like, okay, I'm fine with some skits involving him with the bug thing. Other ones feel like they don't go as far. Granted, I guess I could pretty much say this for the skits in general. Skits in this game seem to range from, okay, actually pretty good, to, hey, that's actually pretty funny, to, it's okay, it was there, to, man, oh man, this did not need to happen. I guess, to give it credit, I don't think we've gotten any skits that outright have been raped. Well, actually, no, there were a few.
So Noie decides to kill Apollonius.
No, he's just testing him.
And I guess Apollos did the whole cut the bullet in half. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. With his eyes closed, no less. A legit question. Why did you shoot me? Felt like it.
Which actually does remind me, I guess in this game they don't really question the fact that Noie's weapon does not require a fairy.
That's for later too.
Okay.
I mean, granted, couldn't they just assume that his is like, a non-fairy weapon?
Remember, Joe, it's not really that kind of a common thing. It was actually a plot point in the Evil God as
In
well.
Avatar first, they established that his gun runs on the blood of the Vile God, which is gonna come also into play in the alternate storyline.
Oh, okay, I guess that's also one of the reasons why they also still included him. Also, fun fact from one of the previous skits, I completely forgot that Lola hasn't joined yet in the party. So I was thinking, oh no, it's the last party, but no, we have one more after this.
The interesting thing about Lola in this particular route that we're doing right now, too, she only joins the party in chapter 24 out of 25. So she joins
right at the end of the game.
right at the end of the game. In the other route, after we're going to do after this one, she joins earlier to the game's credits, but her skits are still the same.
Okay.
はい1本取った
Hi.
If I understand correctly, the party ultimately ends up the same in each round,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Apparently, yes.
The only real difference is when Lola joins the party. Like she joins like in chapter 22 or something. I forgot which one it is
How
specifically.
specific.
So this skit seems to basically be, hey, who could beat Apollonius in a fight? Which, when you think about it, given that these guys are all using Apollonius as a measure, but Apollonius technically has lost to Fang, I guess that means Fang is technically the most powerful of the party.
覚えておこう俺なら多分勝てる
So basically, who could beat who?
冷静に実力を比較すればわかる
Of course.
面白いやだよ
Oh, I guess it was the aura sound effect. Basically, they were missing the menacing kanjis from JoJo.
Or heck, like the lightning flash between the two.
Oh, they cut down a tree?
この勝負どっちが勝つと思う
I love how Ifrit's just chilling on this.
そうくるか確かにそこでバナナの皮は勝敗を分けそうだよね
But anyway, like I was asking, Pedro,
Yes.
the party always stays the same in both routes, correct?
Yes.
手合わせだってガチの殺し合いにしか見えねえぞ
Not just that, at least 2 trees have fallen.
あいつらなんでそんなこと平気でできるんだ変態すぎる理解できね
I mean, Apollonius is, he's already accustomed to such a harsh training.
え鬼人同士案外通じ合うところがあるのかもね
Oh, so it's Matrix Reloaded logic. You do not really know somebody
not just that,
until
this
you
was the
fight
thing
them.
This was the thing that Sheer was questioning at the end of MGS3. Like, is this a man thing?
Yes. Well, remember, Theo, we saw this in episode... in episode 2 of 100 Girlfriends. That skit with the 2 guys punching each other and then...
I did not need to hear that, Fang. Thank you.
What did he say? Sorry, I wasn't paying
His
attention.
initial line.
What was it again? I wasn't paying attention.
He was glad to have got to the bath, but he was close to wetting the bed.
Oh, right. The TMI thing. TMI.
I guess Noie is, exercising.
At night, though, while people are trying to sleep.
You probably should put a silencer on that.
Yeah. Granted, it might ruin the range, but still, my dude.
何の用だ別に用ってほどのことはねえよ便所に起きたら銃声が聞こえたから様子を見に来ただけだほら俺寝る前にガルドのやつとグラビア談義で盛り上がっちまったじゃんいや知らんでその時ジュースをガバガバ飲んでたもんだから夜中にめちゃくちゃトイレ行きたくなっちまっていや危なかったぜ
Yeah, I was about to ask, why are you telling Noie the fact that you had to pee?
夜遅くによくやるな夜の方が静かで集中できる
It's not exactly quiet when you're firing off a gun, which is notably loud.
It also begs the question: when do you actually go to sleep, and how much do you do it? Since during the day you have to stay with the rest of the party.
いや露骨に説明めんどくさいみたいな顔すんなって。
銃を抜き、狙った的に正確に銃砲を向け、トリガーに指をかける。
There's also the weird fact that Noie is doing the, the stereotype of having the gun sideways, which, while technically stylish and thinking not too much of a problem, they mention that it's completely, superfluous, not impractical, but the whole thing where they showcase it in television to be cool and everything doesn't really mean much.
Ah, but you see, Tio, he's going a step beyond. He's not simply holding it sideways, he's holding it diagonally.
Whoa.
Huh, I wonder, did he...
They're referencing Junon.
Ow.
No.
They're kind of implying that he and Juno had a thing.
Apparently, even though that seems really out of character for Noie because he doesn't care about anything other than bugs.
I wonder if he suffered a heartbreak, which is
Are you
why
sure?
he wants to live
Are you
free.
sure the supposed lost love is supposed to be Junon and not someone that he lost? Maybe
I mean,
that would justify his desire to die and become a bug.
Definitely.
I guess, but the game doesn't really elaborate on that.
Well, I was asking, does it even elaborate on the fact that this girl is Junon or not?
No, it doesn't. But I was assuming because it's the only woman that we ever seen him with.
Not necessary. Like I said, it might be just an oversimplified but type of classic backstory.
The trope is like the lost Lenore, ergo the character who's already dead, but, adds a layer of tragedy to the character. Case in point, Lenore from Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven.
Thanks for shooting me, Noie.
My god, you're a tsundere about that. Yes, you did.
Oh, we're still going. James, what did I told you about writing these kids?
Dibs wrote and fled.
It explains all too much.
Indeed. Oh, okay. Done with the fucking skits for now.
Bug.
In the next
Again, some were better than others, I guess.
In the next part, we're actually going to do the proper side quests that some of these skits triggered. So, see you then.
Yeah.
Ta-ta!